I recently purchased a Checkpoint ALR 5 at my local bike shop to try to get in shape. The bike is excellent. However, being a guy in a mid-50s and I sit in front of a computer all day, I was having a bit of problems going up some steeper hills, at least steep for me. So I did a modification on the rear cassette. That's the gears in the back of the bicycle to make it a bit easier to pedal. It was sufficiently difficult to prevent me from going on certain parts of the ride I wanted to go on. Most people get the Shimano XT. I actually went for something cheaper. That was about half the price. I got that cheaper component as an incentive for me to switch back to the 34T cog on the back once my conditioning improved. I did the modification myself with some tools I had in the garage and a new chain. I'm able to shift to all 11 speeds on the rear cassette. Although I can shift to all 11 speeds, it's not that smooth. It's not as smooth as it was with the stock cassette. So you might be better off with the Shimano XT 11 speed. They have a 1140. It's a bit more money, but it might be worth it. I've only taken it on 2 different rides. The first ride was about 21 miles, not that steep. And the last ride I took today was about maybe 9 or 10 miles with about a 1100 foot elevation gain. I don't have any problems shifting into all the gears, and the gears are making quite a bit of difference. It's just that the shifting is not as smooth as perhaps the stock Shimano part might be. With the new rear cassette on the back for the back gears, the pedaling on the lowest gear is quite a bit easier. It's down from 24.3 gear inches to 20.73 gear inches. I actually have 2 additional lower gears on the back now. So this does make going up the hills, especially if the hill is maybe like less than 12 degree grade, it does make it a lot easier. So I can definitely do it at a 12% grade. For me, at my conditioning level and my skill level, this modification is a massive difference. There's several sections of the route which I can now get up relatively easily compared to really being in pain before. The blue parts are not as steep and the red parts are steeper. I think the blue parts might be less than a 5% grade, so it was always completely doable. The more difficult portion was toward the end of the ride and I actually had to stop and rest twice to stay on my bike, but I did have to stop pedaling. My ultimate objective is to get from the southern part of Silicon Valley over into this nice area for surfing called a Capitola. In order to do this, I'm going to cross the Santa Cruz mountain range. The furthest I've made it is on the other side of the Lexington Reservoir. So I'm more than half done. I'm probably did maybe, 25 to 27 miles of it. Unfortunately, the steepest part, this final 600 feet, I'm still going to need to get through. And that is the primary reason for the gear change. Since my last failed attempt, I think it was maybe a month ago, I have then made the gear change, but I haven't attempted the route again with new gears. Although I still need to stop and rest, the gearing has helped me to see the top of Foothills Park with this where it is I turn around at a little bit more easier. I don't have to stop on the pavements, and I am seeing these nicer views. Also around Lexington, it is easier to get up to the places I need to get up to. So I'm super excited to try it again. I'm just going to try to challenge the hill. If you do the modification and you do go for 1140T, you might want to use the original Shimano XT components instead of this cheaper route that I got from Amazon.